Fran, and today we're going to make an apple pie. 'Tis the season to have this delicious pie for your friends and family, fresh out of your oven. It is super easy. This recipe is the most basic of all classic apple pie recipes. The ingredients for this dish are apples, sugar, cinnamon, and flour. And you're going to need a pie crust. And so I like to buy them pre-made. If you have that ambition to make them in your kitchen, I love to know that. Comment and tell me. But I've been going quick to the finish line with these pie crusts that are already pre-made. One thing that slows me down from making apple pies is having to peel those apples. So with the spiralizer, it makes it go super fast. And I can have a really cool design and have curly apples in my pie. I never have to peel those apples again. And the seeds fell on the bottom. That's so great. So I need to cut the bottom of the apple and I place them on the edge. And in goes the other side. It's got suction cups that hold it to the counter, and then I just swirl. And in no time you'll have enough apples for a pie, which is about 5 or 6 in my world. And so the seeds come out too, so you don't have to worry about that part. And there's many different attachments. I'm going to try this one next. There's all different kinds of attachments, so you can make them any shape you want. I did the wide blade for this one. It's more of the typical apple pie looking slice. Shake off the seeds, flick them away. But that just took me 20 seconds to do an entire apple. Pull out the core, and then around and around she goes. And where she stops, we know apple pie is the next stop with this recipe. iPerfect Kitchen makes cooking fun with their great gadgets. Click the link below to get your spiralizer and have fun when you're cooking apple pie. See how quick that went? Wow. The skins on the apples are so thin with the thin slices, it doesn't even matter you don't peel the apples first. That's going to save you at least 20 minutes. So to my 5 apples, I'm adding 1 cup of sugar. And my proportions are 1 tablespoon of flour for every apple that you put in your pie, because that's going to suck up the juice and make a nice, creamy, rich sauce for your apples in that pie shell. So that's 5 tablespoons of flour and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon for your apple pie. It makes that house smell great. Then I stir my dry ingredients on the top of the pie to kind of mix them around, because I don't want any one piece of apple having a lot of cinnamon stuck to it. That's my quick fix on that. I'm not going to stir them in a separate bowl. I just want to dirty up the least amount of kitchen equipment I can. So into 1 bowl it goes. And the rest of the mixing happens as it bubbles up while it's cooking. I'm good with that. Sprinkle a little flour on a cutting board. Move it around with your hand and take out your pre-made pie crust. These were sitting on the counter while you prep for the pie. I don't know about you, but my pie pans are always a little bit bigger than what I get when I buy these pre-made pie crusts. So I have to roll them out a little extra time to get about 1 more inch on the size of them. That only took 10 seconds. Now put them in thirds and transfer to your pie pan. And let the crust flop out on the sides. Then you gotta do the top. If you've got secrets for pies, comment and tell me. I want to know them. Okay, a quick roll out for the top. Into thirds he goes. And now he's on deck. And then put all your apple slices and the sugar, cinnamon, and flour into your pie shell with that crust. That's going to be one big apple pie. I make a ton of apple pies, and with that spiralizer, I'm going to be making them a lot more often and a lot faster. So this is my trick for a fluted edge, is I use my thumb and my finger as a tweezer. And then I put my other thumb in it and shove in that crust. There's a lot of people out there who enjoy extra crust. I tuck it under and tweeze it. Tuck it under and tweeze it. It gives it such a homemade look. And there's always the kid that picks up the piece with that fluted edge like a pizza when it gets down to the nub. And that always makes me feel happy. Aim, shoot, fire for those bin holes. This is the fun part. You get to make your own little design, like little chicken feet. I love this. But the steam has to rise out of that pie, or otherwise it's going to explode and make its own holes. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees. And it's been heating up since I've been doing this. Now that's got to cook for 1 hour. Yours may vary, so check it after an hour for sure.